Welcome, coaches. We're just getting the players set here. My name is Teresa Echtemeyer, and I am a national staff coach with the NSCAA. And I have the extreme pleasure and honor to introduce to you Jill Ellis. Jill comes to us from California, as many of you know. She is the UCLA women's head coach and has built one of the most elite women's soccer programs in our country. Brings her team to the Final Four almost every year. Has just had tremendous success. She also is the assistant coach for the women's national team. So she will be doing a session today in the attacking third, working with the St. Louis Scott Gallagher U16, U17 girls team. Let's give them a big hand as well. And big thanks to Jill. We're excited and enjoy the session.
Thank you. Can you hear me? All right. Is this thing on? You guys hear me all right? Okay. Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you for attending, and I want to thank the NSCAA, obviously, for hosting this event and allowing me the opportunity to come in here and share some ideas with you. It's always a bit of a challenge to come out and do these types of things, but at the end of the day, it's about you taking something out of this. Some of it you'll like, some of it you won't like, but it's about taking something, hopefully, that you can use or apply to your own teams. My topic today is developing movement in the attacking third. And what I'm going to do is break it down into 3 simple little exercises. The first exercise I'm going to do is actually a passing pattern. Pia, actually, when I was with the women, she asked me to do passing patterns with the team because the biggest deficiency for us in the women's game, top to bottom, is our technical ability. We want to develop better technical players, so we need to put them in environments where they're going to work at their technical side of their game. So the initial thing will be a passing pattern. From there, we'll transition into a little bit of 4v4 plus 2 to end zone, and then we'll finish with a game. The biggest thing for me about developing movement in the attacking third is I watched Japan play, and many of you have watched Japan play, and they are, I think, the best team in the final third at their movement. They're dynamic, they're creative, they have variety, and it's been something for me as a coach that I want to challenge my players to be better in the final third. If we're going in the direction of possession soccer, we have to make sure that we get numbers around the ball, so we've obviously got to possess, but we also want to make sure that we get people into the final third. And one of the things about my college team is I asked a couple of my friends during the course of the season, tell me the scouting report on UCLA. And the interesting thing was, the first thing people said was you have to mark their outside backs. Well, kind of ironic that that's their #1 priority, but it gave me great pride because at the next level, a player has to be able to play every position in the sense of they have to play both sides of the ball. So if my outside backs are their #1 priority, I love it because it's a chess match, okay? So my outside backs were getting forward, getting numbers into the attacking third, and really encouraging players to take risk. And the 2 things I'm going to focus on in this session, in this arena of the attacking third, is going to be encouraging players to take risk. It's an attitude, it's a psychological component, it's just encouraging players. Because one of the things I noticed is, obviously I grew up in England, I'm a Man United fan. These players, they get numbers around the ball, they get forward, and I love the way in the men's game, the movement off the ball is fantastic. And when I started out on the women's side, and I would say to my outside back, hey, why don't you go? She's like, well, I might lose the ball. And there was this fear factor. So for me, part of developing my culture at UCLA was getting them over the fear of taking risk. So that would be the one thing I'm going to focus on a little bit. And then the final thing, the other thing, is going to be types of variety in our attacking third. So in an ideal world, when a player has a ball, and they're going forward, they want to have options. They want to have lots of options. And if in the ideal world we want a player checking, we want a player penetrating, and we want maybe some unbalancing or some movement from the weak side. So what I'm going to talk to these players about as we move forward is, can we recognize and work off of each other with some visual cues and understand some of the things that have to happen to have variety in the attacking third. And then the final piece will be obviously a personality in the final third. Who wants to score goals? So the first little exercise we're going to do is just a passing pattern. And again, we did this kind of ad nauseum with the women's team, but they actually loved it. They would skip out there and run around. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to play a ball real simple into here. The player behind her, you're just going to add a little bit of pressure. Okay? So you're just going to receive a ball here. You're going to open up, and we're going to serve a ball out to you. From there, you're going to move to there. From there, you're going to move to there. Real simple, right? You're going to open your hips up, and you're going to play a nice driven ball out there to the widest player. From there, you're going to go to the blue cone there. I've color coordinated for you, make it real simple, okay? So nice driven ball out there. Player, once you receive the ball, you're going to attack. Sue's helping me out. Sue's an old friend. We went to high school together. She's the coach at Emory. Fantastic player, was a defender, hammer in her day. So Sue, just slide in here. So what you're going to do is attack this player. And what I'm asking you just to push off there, you're going to be like our target players. Just push into here. And you've got to read it a little bit. Come off here, offer a little 1-2, bing, bing, ball's in. And then from there, you're going to go to there. Once you cross the ball, ladies, you're on the shooting. You guys get the fun part. You're going to finish. Okay? Actually, hey, Billy, can I throw you in goal, my friend? Would you mind? Have I got a goalkeeper on the team by chance? Anyone? All right. You know what? I'm going to ask someone. Would you mind sitting in goal for me? It's all right. We won't hit you. All right? Anyways, ball in here, crossing in, service, and we'll have at it. Once we get the flow and the rhythm of it, we'll get it moving pretty quickly. You won't be standing. So once we start to understand it, and what I've done here, coaches, and this will be more directed to you guys, less so to them, unfortunately, is I'm trying to take different types of things we do in the game. We turn, we strike driven balls, we run at players, these types of things, and just, it's a repetitive movement, all right? Here we go, play.